Greetings, fellow fanboys. This is I, Matthew, hitting you up again with another fanboy review. On Thursday, I was fortunate enough to go see Mad Max Fury Road at the Gateway Cinema, which I adore. Now, this film was it's more than I thought it was going to be. That's for gosh darn certain. A little bit of history on the series. The original film came out in 1979, a powerhouse of post-apocalyptic awesomeness. It wasn't released in the U.S. until 1980, and they actually did something horrible to it. They took all the Australian English dialogue, and they redubbed it with really horrible English dialogue that sounded just like this. Then the sequel came screaming on in 1981. Mad Max 2, The Road Warrior, only released as The Road Warrior in the U.S. because Mad Max 1 wasn't very popular, so the studio wanted to separate itself. So a lot of people, they only knew about this one. And then, of course, in 1985, there is the awesomeness, that was sarcasm, that is Mad Max 3 Beyond Thunderdome, starring Tina Turner. Now, Mel Gibson is Mad Max in the first three. It's his most iconic role. He's been replaced by Tom Hardy. And the change is for the better. Shh, don't tell anyone. Now, the cast in this one did a fantastic job. Max is actually not the main character. Your main character is the Imperator Furiosa, played by Charlize Theron, who is fantastic in everything she does. I mean, they do makeup jobs on her like you wouldn't believe. Like, look at Monster, Eon Flux, 2 Days in the Valley, and Snow White and the Huntsman, of course. She does it all. She's wonderful. Great cast in this. Nicholas Hoult was in it. You might remember him from Warm Bodies and Jack the Giant Killer, as well as Young Beast in X-Men First Class and X-Men Days of Future Past. He was Nux, the War Boy. Now, an interesting thing about this last one, Hugh Keays-Byrne is the bad guy, the Immortan Joe. He played the Toe Cutter all the way back in 1979, the first Mad Max. So, little nice thing there. Mel was supposed to be in this one as the Drifter, but it fell through, or he made somebody mad or something, but he wasn't in it. And then we had some supermodels in it. Rosie Huntington-Whiteley was splendid. She was in Transformers 3. Elvis's granddaughter, Riley Key, was in it. Zoe Kravitz, Lenny Kravitz's daughter. Oh, the other girl's name was Cable, sorry. Zoe Kravitz's daughter was Toast. She was also in X-Men Days of Future Past and First Class as Angel, and she's been in Divergent and After Earth. Abby Lee, I don't know what she's been in. If she's played someone called The Dag. I think it's the only thing she's been in, really. Courtney Eaton was Cheetah Fragile. Now we get into some other folks. Nathan Rictus from Troy and the last Conan movie. He's a WWE and MMA star. Was Morton Joe's son, the Rictus. Another X-Men alum, Silt, played by Josh Helm from X-Men Days Future Past as young Stryker. Melissa Jaffer was the Seakeeper from Farscape. Actually, a lot of people from Farscape were in this movie, too. Probably because Australia filmed most of Farscape. Megan Gale was the Valkyrie. She's a model. John Howard was the People Eater. He was in Young Einstein and A Cry in the Dark. Dingo ate my baby! Richard Carter was the Bullet Farmer from Babe 2, Happy Feet 1 and 2, and Farscape. Farscape actors all over the place here. Iota was the Doof Warrior. Iota's a musician. There's this dude that's bound up in a rig the entire movie playing metal with his electric guitar that shoots flames! And that was Iota. So he doesn't have any dialogue, but he's actually playing the guitar to the whole movie, so that was cool. Angus Sampson was the Organic Mechanic. He was in the Insidious series and Where the Wild Things Are. So, pretty intense cast in this film. And I mean, you know, I know what you're going to think. I know exactly what you're all thinking. Oh, it's a car chase movie. Oh, it's a post-apocalyptic movie. Yes, it is those things, but it was also awesome. practical special effects, which I adore, absolutely adore. Real cars, real stuntmen, real driving, real pyrotechnics. Yeah, like you practically feel the heat coming out of the screen. And Max's character is one of the strong sides of this, but I don't want to give anything away. Just do yourself a favor, go see it. 3D, it was pretty good. I'm waiting for the next one because there are going to be more. Now, the timeline is really hard to pin down. It's like it's obviously after the first one, but is it after 2? Is it after 3? A lot of people would say it's in between 1 and 2 because you still got the Interceptor, but that gets blown up back in Road Warrior, right? Anyway, I enjoyed the hell out of the movie, so go check it out. You keep watching, I'll keep reviewing them. Live long and prosper, Nanu frack and Nanu. I'm out.